God, that's a tough one. This year already has so many bangers, but I might have to say Unnatural by WJSN. I really didn't expect to react the way I did from this song because I don't even normally follow WJSN, never mind stan them, but whoa, this was a hit. The song itself is just, wow, on repeat from the second it was released, but the B-sides and the stages too? Altogether it was literally just such a treat, and it has truly sent me down a WJSN rabbit hole. I may stan if I can actually be bothered to LMAO. Sorry WJSN stans, there are just many members, give me a minute lol. Another hard hitter from Chusol, because man, this is hard. There are so many incredible concepts out there, but I must say I love a bit of a runway/Vogue sort of song, kinda luxurious 90s almost. I really don't know the proper terminology for it, but as I said there with Unnatural, a song like that, more examples could be Oopsie by Wakey Makey or Sequence by his own. Anything that could/should be performed in a suit. The more a song sounds like Luna Odd Eye Circle's B-sides, the better. I kinda lumped these two questions together because they were frequently asked, and I feel as though a little story could work well together as an answer for both. Okay, so if we go way back into when I was first introduced to K-pop, that was way back in like 2015 I think, but I was like 10 and thought it was the epitome of coolness to listen to songs that were in other languages, so naturally I just picked like 3 BTS songs to play the hell out of, and I remember liking Dope the most, but Blood, Sweat and Tears was another one of my old faves. But I do not consider that to be me getting into K-pop because I fully just stopped after listening to like 3 BTS tracks, sorry armies. But jump forward to 2018, what a mad summer I had. But I remember stumbling upon Boom Boom by Momoland and Do 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 by Blackpink at around the same time and just really vibing with them, but it was when I discovered Red Velvet that I became hooked. I'm pretty sure I was just scrolling through a couple of their most popular tracks, but there was something about Russian Roulette that sent me into another dimension, and they instantly became my alts. Sulji's orange hair in that MV made her my instant bias, and surprisingly I kept her as my bias for the long run, as she is still one of my alts to this day. Cute. The way I had to look them up LMAO, shows how out of the loop I am with boy groups, but what I checked out their song Dangerous, and I will definitely be checking them out further, even as just a casual listener, but they sound sick. Proof sometimes you need to step out of your boundaries and stop being such a subconscious girl group supremacist. This has been a direct call out at myself, but ding yes, I will be listening to their music a lot more. That bridge in Dangerous gave me a whole tummy ache, and that last chorus about shot me into space, LMAO, they are good. Bloody all the members of Elast now. But probably Young K of Day 6, Wonpul of Day 6, Deui of AB6, Crush, Soloist, and Baekhyun of EXO. Oh, I love this one. One soloist I would love to see get more recognition would be Yukika, the city pop legend. I mean, her music is just gorgeous, and although she is getting a bit more attention recently, I would love to see her become the next big thing. Same goes for Stella Jang, like she is relatively popular, especially after Villain, but this woman is one of the most skillful and unique songwriters and producers I have seen in K-pop in a long time, not a dull moment with this one. As for groups, I would love to see GWSN, Saturday, and Woo get more attention. Perhaps it's the intense orbit in me, but I am still not over Luna's butterfly choreography. That was just so wild. I still can't believe they did that. Like, the individual members' choreo is impressive on its own, but wow, those formations. They utilize their amount of members delightfully in that one. Naughty by Irene and Sulji is a close second though, they ate. I told y'all I like Vogue. It's gotta be Woo-ah. I originally checked them out after that bada bada bing bada bada boom kwang kwang kung line, and the bad girl dance break kinda went viral, but oh, I have not looked back since. With only 2 releases so far and 5 songs total, they already have one of the most flawless and, in my opinion, best discographies out there right now. Literally every track is a banger, and the girls are so cute too. I love them. In no particular order because picking these was hard enough lol. DK by Fromies9, Casino by BB, Tempo by EXO, Apple by G-Friend and Breathe by AB6. I was a pretty low-key baby stan, thank God. No horrendous choreography stories, but this story always embarrasses me a little every time I think about it. I remember I taught one of my friends how to do Chuyu's Apple Heart and explained the concept, but when she asked me where it came from I was way too embarrassed to tell her it was from K-pop that I just pretended I made it up until the one other person I know IRL who likes Luna saw us doing it and was like, oh Chuyu Heart, so I had to come clean and it was all just very embarrassing LMAO. Sorry for no creds Chuyu rip. I was 13 when I first got into K-pop in 2018, making me 16 now, which yes, in this world is still practically a baby, but in this community I feel like such a hag LMAO. Why am I older than a decent amount of idols? It's freaking me out. Yes, this question, Luna's flawless discography is about to shine. But for 1/3, my fab is Fairytale, for Odd Eye Circle it's Starlight, for YY by Y it's Rendezvous 18.6Y, and for OT12 it's gotta be Curiosity or Oh, Yes I Am. Every night I go to sleep and dream of owning Luna's Regal Lightstick, but I have a hard time actually buying one because I fear that I would get buyer's remorse because what Luna concert am I going to LMAO? But I do actually own 4 albums. I have the Reve Festival Finale by Red Velvet, Beauty and the Beat, Limited Ver, by Luna YY by Y, as well as XX, Normal B, and Midnight, version D, by Luna. My biggest flex is that I somehow pulled not only my ULT bias but one of the most iconic photo cards ever in my Midnight album. That's right, I pulled the one and only Hyunjin hash brown photo card. It is my prized possession. I have not sadly, sad face, but if I were to go to one, I mean obviously I would love to go to a Luna concert, but I would take anyone who even came remotely close to me. Heck, I will fly to London if I must. But a group that I would actively seek out a concert for would be ITZY. They aren't my ults or anything, but I do adore them and they are my IRL besties faves, so I would love to go with them lol. Also they are such fantastic performers, a concert of theirs just seems like a really fun time. I get these sort of questions a lot in my comments section and the answer is very simple, as I literally just use KineMaster lol. It's a decent software, does the basics and is easy to use, and that's all I really need, hehe. I do use the premium version, but that is mostly just because the watermark annoys me a lot, but it doesn't make that much of a difference if you can't or don't wish to pay. Honestly, I'm not too bothered by subscriber counts, but I must say, I would really like to reach 1000 subs because whoa, I want that community tab LMAO. I would say patience is key. I started over a year ago and my growth has been rather gradual, but it's been very pleasant. It's slower but it's rewarding. However, creativity does pay off. Most of my most popular videos are from my Little If Blank debuted like Luna series, which I just started doing because I liked the concept and I hadn't really seen it done the way I was doing it before, and what do you know? It blew up to an extent. A lot of the other videos of mine that have done well are ones that have original concepts. Just do what you enjoy and eventually like-minded people will come along and you will have an audience that loves your videos just as much as you do. But also a quick tip, if you do just want higher numbers, I have found that people seem to like compilations, like my #1 video by a decent amount is just a random Izone comp I made lol. Keyword, iconic. Hope this helps, hehe. I normally take a couple days to make one, some definitely take longer than others however. The ones where I just kind of list songs or artists according to a brief, e.g. top 50 K-pop biases, will only take a couple of hours, while videos in which I am reviewing a track or are explaining things, pretty much any video where I write little paragraphs, will normally take about double the time, as I have to write for a bit as well as put everything together. Some videos are more tedious though, like my me vs my subscribers for his own faves probably took the longest to edit of any of my videos, as I had to collect clips, organize everyone's opinions and make sure everything was correct and make everyone's little icons black and white or in color when necessary. That took me like a full week and a half of editing, at least a couple hours per day. So honestly, it really just depends, but I'd say on average, like 5 or 6 hours. I really am, yes, smiley face. I am proud of my videos and I like how they turn out in most cases, and if I don't, I normally just scrap them, so what remains on my channel is the best of the best, I guess. I like my ideas and I think my editing is pretty, and what makes me the most happy is all of you, to be honest. Not to be cringe, but all of the sweet comments I get are just so lovely, like, you guys are all far too kind, it makes me so happy I can't. I love it when I get positive feedback from my lovely supporters, because not only is it validation on my video, which is obviously nice, but it literally warms my heart that my silly little videos about K-pop and whatnot can keep the nicest people ever entertained and give them perhaps even a little bit of joy. Also, just generally being able to chat with you in the comments is so much fun. I love my audience, you guys are sick. Starting off this section simply, but I thought I might as well get it out of the way. My name is Alice and I am from Ireland, yo. LMAO, I am fully just gonna drop my whole birth chart here, so feel free to psychoanalyze me, but I am a Sagittarius Sun, Pluto, and Mercury, Cancer Moon and Saturn, Capricorn Rising, Scorpio Venus and Mars, Libra Jupiter, Pisces Uranus, and Aquarius Neptune. I love grapes and kiwi, but I probably eat banana the most, just because peanut butter and banana on toast is fully the best late night snack of all time for me. Oh my god, this is hard. I am going to do a list because I will actually cause myself to have a heart attack if I try to pick just one, lol, but I love the songs Pagan Poetry by Björk, Sunday Morning by the Velvet Underground, AT&T by Pavement, Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush, and Rainbow Connection by Kermit LMAO. I adore the Mighty Boosh. It is just the perfect surreal/stoner comedy, and that is totally my style of humor. It is just so good and it never gets old. Very nostalgic too, very much of its time. But aside from the Boosh, I also love Hotel Del Luna, Clone High, Misfits, Wait Lifing Fairy Kim Bokju, Auntie Donna's Big OL House of Fun, and Black Mirror. I'm not really sure how I would describe, but I definitely lean more towards that sort of editorial style in my clothing choices. I know that's quite broad, but yeah, lots of inspiration from high fashion and general art. I'll drop some pics from my Pinterest board to give an idea of what I aim for, lol. I definitely don't do it this well, but I try. My fab designers/brands are Vivienne Westwood, Nincy Dahaka, and Ruijo. If only I had that kinda cash. Shoddy recreations with a sewing machine will have to do. Yes, I do. I have 2 cats and I love them dearly. I am definitely more of a cat person than a dog person, even from when I was young. I don't, they're just really beautiful and soft and I love them. Such a cute question, but I believe they exist, however not in like the typical sense in which people believe soulmates exist. I believe that soulmates are made and not simply found. I think that they are real, but you aren't going to stumble on someone and just be perfect for each other. Relationships are ever-changing, as are individuals, and so even if 2 people are perfect for each other in one moment, 10 years down the line it could be an entirely different story, and so I think that idea is balls. However, I do believe that soulmates can exist, but it's not as simple as just finding the person. You both gotta put the work into an extent, but with the right person. Putting in the work may come easy. It still has to be done though, or else things will likely end poorly when it didn't have to. Yes, and thank you for giving me this opportunity, because of the UK government did a horrendous job at sorting exams out. Please feel free to exit the video now, because this is just me being mad and stressed. So I started my GCSEs last year, went into lockdown just over halfway through my first year of 2 of GCSEs, so my year group have been largely in charge of our own education for these big exams. If you are unaware, these exams determine whether or not you can come back into 6th year, or if you don't wish to continue school they could determine whether or not you get a job, and we practically had to teach ourselves entire courses. We came back in September only to be sent home right after Christmas, not to come back until April, so we got a total of 10 months of class time as opposed to the typical 18 or 19 months of class time you would normally get. On top of that, coming back in April? That was not for extra class time. We were given 1 week to look over stuff and then boom, exams. And you may think, weren't exams cancelled? One would think that after they announced that exams were cancelled, but no, I had to complete 23 assessments in 3 weeks while still going to all my classes. Exams were literally just done in the middle of your timetable rather than having a separate time for them like you normally do. Meanwhile, I had to complete an art portfolio all at once. Nah. Not fun, but at least they are over now. I only just finished them like a week ago, and thank God I had pre-planned videos for that month that were ready to upload, because this channel would have been dry as hell if not. I was just in study mode for a month. Was torture.